Hey, what's up everybody? The May leaks are here, and in this video, I'm going to go over everything you need to know for the month of May. And just as I expected, the month of May was going to be filled with Star Wars Tsums, but one thing I didn't expect was how much Star Wars is going to be in the month of May. Pretty much all of the Tsums that's going to be available for the month of May is going to be Star Wars themed. So let's get into it and take a look at the main events. So to start things off, we're going to have Star Wars Tsum Tsum event as our main event. There's going to be 6 different areas, and if you're able to complete the entire thing, you will get the platinum pin, as well as some premium tickets and some skill tickets. And then at the end of the month, we're going to have our Star Wars score challenge. So the way the score challenges work is as long as you are able to get into the S rank in one of the 3 categories or one of the 3 groups, then you're going to be able to get the platinum score challenge pin, as you see here on the right hand side on the bottom right hand corner. And the way it works is it's going to break down all of these Tsums that you see here on the screen into 3 different groups. So the first 3 is going to be the 3 in the middle, and then 3 on the left, and then the 3 on the right. I'm also going to make a video before the score challenge gets announced to let you guys know which Tsums to use for all 3 of these groups. Now moving on to the new Tsums as well as the premium boxes that we're going to get in the month of May. This month we're going to get a total of 5 new Tsums. One of them being Lord Vader and Stormtrooper, which is a pair Tsum. This month we're going to get a total of 3 premium boxes. The first premium box will have 3 new Tsums, the second premium box will have 2, and then as always at the end of the month, if you're unable to unlock all 5, you will have one last opportunity to try to get one of the new Tsums at the end of the month. In the first premium box, we're going to have 3 new Tsums, one of them being Lord Vader and Stormtrooper, and this is going to be the pair Tsum that I mentioned. I'm going to go over this Tsum in greater detail, so I'm just going to skip over this one for now. The next one is Count Dooku. His ability description is clears diagonal lines as well as the bottom right of the screen. So Count Dooku is going to be a burst Tsum. And then the final one for the first premium box is going to be General Grievous. His ability description is clear Tsums randomly and in the shape of an X. I really like these Tsums where they clear randomly, and then a bonus is going to clear a shape of the X as well. So this Tsum, I assume that you won't need to wait for the screen to set up, and I really like the avatar for General Grievous, so we'll see how good they are when it gets released. Okay, so let's take a closer look of Lord Vader and Stormtrooper, the pair Tsum. So when you're using Lord Vader's ability, you're going to pick between the left side or the right side, and honestly this doesn't really matter too much, but ultimately what he's doing is he's going to use the Force and move a bunch of Tsums and slam them against the left side or the right side depending on which one you choose. And then for Stormtrooper, the ability you actually want to save, you don't want to just use his ability alone, but if you do decide to use his ability alone, what he ends up doing is that he's going to clear a bunch of Tsums in one go, kind of like just bursting them away. But I'm going to do a deep dive on Lord Vader and Stormtrooper when they come out, but generally you don't want to use Stormtrooper's ability on its own because he does have a higher charge up. So in order to charge up Stormtrooper's ability, you're going to need to clear a total of 29 Stormtroopers off the screen, whereas for Vader you only need 15. So Lord Vader is going to be a lot easier to charge up, where you may have the opportunity to use his ability on its own, whereas Stormtrooper, it's going to be a lot harder to charge up together. But ultimately what you want to do is once Stormtrooper's ability is charged up, wait for Lord Vader's ability to be fully charged as well, and then use their ability together. So activate Stormtrooper's ability first and then Lord Vader. What ends up happening is that a bunch of Tsums get burst, and then you kind of make a last slash at the end to control the beam saber or the lightsaber of Lord Vader and swipe diagonally or vertically, whichever way you want, but diagonally is generally the most effective. And in our second premium box, we have Exasperated Kylo Ren as well as Captain Phasma. So Exasperated Kylo Ren, the ability description is clear Tsums in diagonal line and in a cross shape. So this burst Tsum is going to have 2 different abilities, and I really like these burst Tsums, are very easy to use. As for Captain Phasma, the ability description is triggers 2 skills effect, one after the other. So it sounds like it might be a little bit random. I'm not too sure, I haven't seen the gameplay for this Tsum yet, so I'll find out once it gets released. And one thing to note is that these Star Wars Tsums, or these new Star Wars Tsums, they are limited edition, so meaning that once the month ends, they're not going to be in the premium box, so which means that we have to wait for a selection box for them to come back, or even next year for the Star Wars event for 2025. Before I go any further, if you guys are enjoying this type of content where I review Tsums, do monthly leaks, go over the selection boxes as well as the pickup capsules, please consider subscribing to this channel. Your subscription really helps me out a lot. I also have a line group as well as a Discord server, so if you are looking for other players who play this game, or if you need help with the game like getting additional hearts, or if you're stuck on a mission that you need help with, you can scan this QR code on the screen to join the Discord server as well as the line group. And if you're unable to scan these codes on the screen, I will have invite links in the video description as well. And on our Discord server, we do have fun, and we do have monthly events where we host and have friendly competitions. For the month of April, we hosted 2 different events, one of which is using Scar to earn as many coins as possible. So I'm going to announce the results here. In 3rd place, we have Random Tsum earning 2,360 coins. Coming in number 2 spot, we have Agent Pit Zero earning 2,422 coins. And then in the number 1 spot, we have Morp earning 2,827 coins. So congratulations to you 3 for earning a lot of coins using Scar. And then for our second competition, we asked players to use any of the new Tsums that came out in the month of April. So essentially it was all of the new Twisted Wonderland series Tsums that came out, and pretty much everybody decided to use Malice Draconia, which is okay because that was the best one for combos. And coming in the number 3 spot, we have Inspire earning 148 combos. In number 2, we have Random Tsum with 154 combos. And then again, in the number 1 spot, we have Morp getting 175 combos without using any boost for these missions. Congratulations to all of the winners for the month of April. And if you guys are interested in joining these friendly competitions, consider joining the Discord server where you'll be able to participate. Okay, so back to the monthly leaks in May. So the selection box for this month, instead of 12 Tsums, we're actually going to get a total of 15. And one fun fact about this month is we're pretty much going to get all of the Star Wars Tsums that's available in the game. So I think that's why there's going to be 15 Tsums in this selection box versus the usual 12. So in this first selection box, out of all 15 of these Tsums, there's actually 2 that I don't have maxed out yet, so I can't give a clear indication as to which one is the best and which one is not. But I will call out that Pilot Luke and R2-D2 is a pair Tsum, so that one is going to be pretty high up there. But other than that, Anakin Skywalker is considered one of the better Tsums in the game to earn coins. From my ratings, he is one of the top 10 Tsums that's available to earn coins, and I would recommend a lot of the newer players to get Anakin Skywalker because Anakin Skywalker is a really easy Tsum to use that earns a lot of coins. You don't need a lot of skills to play Anakin Skywalker either, so if you are newer to the game and don't have the skills to use gyro or use a lot of patterns as an example, then try to get Anakin Skywalker. He's definitely in my top 5. And if you're looking for Tsums that are good for missions, this box doesn't really have too many. If you're looking for a Tsum that's good for bubble missions, then you're looking at Mace Windu. And good Tsum for combo mission, you'll want Ben Kenobi. All of the other Tsums are really not that great for missions. And moving on to the second selection box for the month of May, and by far this is going to be the most exciting selection box of the year. And that's because the best Tsum in the game is going to be available, and that Tsum is Jedi Luke. Now, if you don't have Jedi Luke yet, I would highly recommend you to spend all of your coins to at least get 1 copy of Jedi Luke, or try to get Jedi Luke. Jedi Luke is the Tsum that I personally use to earn a lot of coins. However, he's not the easiest Tsum to use, but I do have a full tutorial on Jedi Luke on how to use him. So if you're not sure how to use him, check out the video in the top right hand corner here. I'm also going to leave it in the description down below. And if you're not able to use him properly, do a screen recording and then join my Discord server and show us what you're using and what you're doing, and we could give you some pointers on how to improve on your Jedi Luke swipes. Outside of Jedi Luke, I also like Samurai General Darth Vader. He's also going to be a pretty good Tsum for coins and also going to be good for combo missions as well. And it just occurred to me that the rest of the Tsums in here are not necessarily that great, and because there's going to be 15 Tsums in the selection box instead of 12, that means your odds of getting Jedi Luke is going to be significantly less. So that might not actually be a good thing for a lot of players who's trying to get Jedi Luke, but let me know how it goes for you guys, and I hope that the Jedi Luke drop rate is going to be at least the same as the rest of the Tsums and not lower. So let's hope that at least Jedi Luke is going to be at the very minimum equal to the rest of the Tsums that's available. Moving on to our first pickup capsule, and I'm personally really excited about this first pickup capsule because there's a Tsum in here that I don't have. So in this selection box, or in this pickup capsule, I mean, there's going to be 6 Tsums, and we're going to get 2 copies of Finn, 2 copies of K2SO, 2 copies of Ninja Mickey, 3 copies of Figaro, 3 copies of Hakuna Matata Simba, and 3 copies of Cleo. Really, this pickup capsule, and actually most pickup capsules, the Tsums are not necessarily that great, but the last prize is a skill ticket. So if you have 450,000 coins saved up, you should definitely try to get that skill ticket. Even with real money, you're not going to be able to get that skill ticket. So that's why I always recommend people to try to get that skill ticket whenever possible. I'm only missing 6 Tsums from this game, and one of them is K2SO. And then the other one is actually Death Trooper, which is available in this second pickup capsule. And there's 2 copies of him. And then we have 2 copies of Luke, 2 copies of Surfing Stitch, 3 copies of Horn King, 3 copies of Dr. Jumba Jokiba, and 3 copies of Plekli. So I'm really hoping after this month, I'm going to be able to unlock the other Tsums that I'm missing, but it's going to be pretty difficult. For this pickup capsule, there are some decent Tsums in here. Dr. Jumba Jokiba is a very fun Tsum to use and earns a decent amount of coins. Same with Horn King and Luke. So it's not a bad pickup capsule for this one, and you get a skill ticket as well. So if you don't have a lot of coins, but you have 450,000 coins saved up and want to get that last prize, which is that skill ticket, opt to get this second pickup capsule instead of the first one. But this second pickup capsule is going to come right after the second selection box, which has Jedi Luke in it. So if you haven't exhausted all of your coins from trying to get Jedi Luke, this pickup capsule is a good option as well, because there's some good options for Tsums and you get the last prize, which is a skill ticket. Alright, so here's a quick snapshot of all of the Tsums that's going to be available in May 2024. Let me know in the comments below which ones you're excited about. So like I mentioned earlier, there are 2 Tsums in here that I don't have, so I'm definitely super excited about Death Trooper as well as K2SO. Those are 2 Tsums that's going to help me complete my collection. So if I'm able to get those 2 Tsums, I'm only going to be missing 4 Tsums from the entire game. There's also Tsums in here that I haven't maxed out yet, so I'm looking forward to maxing out Princess Leia, C-3PO, and Master Luke. So this is a very exciting month. I know a lot of people were waiting for these Star Wars Tsums. I'm also really excited about Lord Vader and Stormtrooper. Looking at some of the preliminary gameplays, it looks like it's a very interactive Tsum, and that earns a decent amount of coins. So once the Tsum gets released, I will prioritize posting Lord Vader and Stormtrooper's gameplay just to show you guys what I earned initially. So that's my review for the monthly leaks in the month of May 2024. I hope that you guys found this video helpful or at least entertaining. And if you guys would like to see more Tsum Tsum content just like this, or if you want to just support this channel, please consider subscribing. And as always, thank you so much for watching.